Bacterial diseases. Columnaris disease. Columnaris disease causes appearance of white spots in the parts of the head, gills, fin, or body of the infected fish. A distinct reddish tinged zone usually surrounds this. The lesions are circular as if spreading from a single focus towards all directions at the same rate. The lesions are more necrotic on the gill, while they are developed into hemorrhagic ulcers with an overlying seroma of bacterial cell and necrotic tissue in the skin. There is epidermal spongiosis, necrosis, and ulceration. Columnaris disease results to physical or nutritional deficiency of the fish. Outbreaks are affected by factors such as temperature stress. Columnaris disease can be presumptively diagnosed from the disease signs on the skin and gills of the host and from squash preparations made from scraping the affected area. Fish columnar can also be detected from fish and water using indirect fluorescent antibody technique or FAT. Columnaris disease can be avoided through vaccination, environmental manipulation like lowering water temperature, and addition of competitive bacteria. Edwardshella septicemia or Edwardshelliosis. Edwardshella septicemia manifests itself by the presence of small 3 to 5 mm cutaneous or skin lesion which progresses into abscesses and develop obvious convex swollen areas. The skin loses pigmentation and foul-smelling gas is emitted when it is incised. The lesion contains large amount of necrotized or dead tissue. Internally, there is generally hyperemia, enlargement of the liver and kidney. The lesion is characterized by focal necrosis. Etarda infection occurs usually during the warm summer months. Intestinal contents of carrier animals such as snakes, fish, and some amphibians and reptiles is presumably the source of Etarda. High temperature and poor quality and crowding may contribute to the start and severity of the disease. Affected fish lose mobility of the caudal or tail portion of the body. It may also cause infection in the dermis, musculature, and visceral organs of the host. The bacterium is easily isolated from muscle and internal organ of clinically diseased fish on most general-purpose media such as brain heart infusion agar, BHAI, and tryptic soy agar, TSA. Small punctuate colonies develop in 24 to 48 hours in inoculated media. Mycobacteriosis or piscine tuberculosis. Mycobacteriosis is a chronic progressive disease. The disease may take several years to progress from the asymptomatic state to clinical illness. Initially, the pigment will fade. The fish appears sluggish with the loss of appetite. Skin ulcers will develop, fin and tail rot, and loss of scale may also be seen. Nodule may form in the muscle of internal organ, which may lead to emaciation or edema or peritonitis. Infection may spread to the skeleton in which deformities become apparent. Mortalities will then be observed. Mycobacteria may be isolated occasionally on general purpose of bacteriological media such as tryptic soy agar or brain heart infusion agar. Mycobacteriosis can be prevented by sanitation, disinfection, and destruction of carrier fish and avoidance of feeding fish with contaminated fish products. Aeromonas hydrophilia. Aeromonas hydrophilia has been frequently considered a secondary invader bacterial infection. It is a facultative, opportunistic pathogen which causes infections when the host resistance has been lowered by environmental factors such as stress, high organic load, overcrowding, and sublethal oxygen levels. It was isolated from the skin lesions and ulcers but not from the blood or the internal organs, indicating that the infection was not systemic. Deceased fish can be treated with antibiotics and potentiated sulfonamides, but this is not economically nor logistically practical. Improvement of environmental conditions, reduction of organic and inorganic pollutants, and limiting total areas of pens and cages to minimize overcrowding and stress would probably eliminate similar future outbreaks.